rivals ain't easy to love, and they're harder to hold.
You're nuts, Chuck. You're crazy. Charlie's Angels were better looking than Benny's Angels. You kidding me? Check out Benny's Angels, the tall blonde one. She was the hottest one of all. I mean, oh, hey folks. Didn't see you standing there. Manny CA with another. Hey, how many times can you load that whole video? That's right. Never mind that whole diatribe with me and Chuck over there. Chuck, like I said, he's a millennial. He's got some issues. He's got to work through some daddy issues. Hey, no, and no, I'm not your daddy. Okay, as much as you would like that, today we're going to an old standby. That's right. Bam! Winchester Universals. Oh, this time 7/8, 7.5 inch shot. These suckers are the cheapies of the cheap. Or so say the masses. And what do they know anyway? We picked these guys up at our local Wally World. Ooh. They got the little bird, the bob white, which we don't have out here. The dove and clays. All around shot. 1,200 feet per second, which is a little bit of a oomph on your shoulder. 8-point crimp. And we've discussed the crimps before. 8-point is made to hold smaller shot, 7.5 and 8 and 9. Whereas 6-point is usually used to hold big shot, larger shot, number 6s and below. Or 6, 5, 4, 2, 1, you know. That's all it does. Case head stamp picture, because if you guys are like me, you like to see what color the primers are and what color the head is there. Zinc coated steel. In the 12 gauge version, they're pretty crappy. Don't mean to use foul language on the channel, because this is a family channel. In the past, we used to use foul language, but we can't do that no more. And the missus got a hold of that, and she put the kibosh on that. We're going to try to load these up. You guys know what the deal is. We take them and we load them till they cannot be shot no more. Improper grammar. Intentional. We always like to try this out. This is fun, man. This is awesome. It's never been done before. Where else on YouTube can you go, or on the web, and find video, actual video, of some schmuck like me that spends time shooting and loading just so you guys can see what are good or what aren't good? That's right, nowhere. Not yet, but you're gonna have copiers come up, I guarantee. So, before they start springing up with their cheesy videos, we're gonna have to get ours out. So join me as we take another trip down the shooting sports rabbit hole, where we teach you how to load and shoot. And it's not magic. It's just science that God provided for humans. Take that and smoke it, you atheists and you Gnostics. How many times can you load Universal 20 gauge? I don't know. We're gonna find out though. You got nothing else better to do, right? And I know some of you are watching to see if I get hurt. You guys are way wrong. But then again, I can't say that I haven't stayed up late at night watching fat girls falling off of trampolines, on YouTube at least. And we're continuing the cleanup of our mistletoe problem. Another thing I thought you guys would be interested in, we're using an old box of Winchester 209 shot shells. And when I say old, I mean old. These are from the 90s. Stored in a closet, climate controlled. They'll last forever. And we're gonna load these guys up with 16 grains of Universal clays, a great all-around powder with 5/8 ounce of shot. Easier on the shoulder, because, oh man, all this shooting is just hurting the rotator cuff. When you're using lighter than average loads, we're using 5/8 ounce of shot. Put a piece of cereal in there and then throw your shot. It'll bring your shot column up and you'll get a nice crimp. Cereal crimpage, look at that, beautiful. 5/8, man, you could shoot more for less with the same velocity. I highly recommend a 20 gauge for you guys starting out. Easy to load, and it makes you more efficient and accurate. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's plastic base wads in these guys. There you go. See that? I get my fat head out of the way so you can see them. Yeah, plastic base wads. A lot of guys like them. They say they don't shoot out. I don't know. Oh, and this is a tapered wad hull design, which means there's less room down there for powder. So you're gonna have to choose your wads accordingly. We're using a tapered wad hull just because that's what we got. And even though these are a tapered hull, I still use a tapered wad. But if they were straight hulls, I'd use a taper wad. We're not evaluating downrange performance at the moment. We're evaluating hull longevity, elasticity, and how long you could load them. Shot number 3, load number 2. They're holding up really nice, even nicer than the 12 gauge. Shot number 4, load number 3, and yeah, that's a little bit collapsing there, but that's my fault. See that up here, that top one? A little dishing on there, that's because I didn't put enough shot. Shot number 5, load number 4. Oh, and remember, if you guys are loading for hunting or for whatever application you're loading for, you want to make sure you use the proper wad for the proper hull. 2 types of hulls, straight and tapered. Winchester, Remingtons are usually tapered, which means you can fit less components in there and save money on the loading, whereas Federal and a lot of the Euro trash usually use straight wad hulls. You could fit more components in there. Another thing you got to worry about is the primer fitting. Most European and mostly European hulls take a larger primer, like a Rio or a Noble Sport or a Cheddite. Even though we've noticed that Cheddites have been catering to the American markets, they used to be larger, now they're getting smaller. Who knows what's going on? Food for thought if you guys are loading for the first time. After the 5th shot, you can see our primer pockets have opened just a little bit, but they're still tough that you can't push them all the way in by hand, which is good. And our mouths are getting dirty. They're getting Pelosi-sized. Pelosi-sized? Pelosi-sized? I like that. They look like Pelosi's face. Actually, more accurately, Maxine Waters' face, wrinkled and nasty. Shot number 6, load number 5. And I gotta tell you, I'm kind of impressed. They're loading up better than the 12 gauge versions, which are garbage. Shot 7, load 6. Shot 8, load 7. Shot 9, load 8. Now we're starting to get some mashing on the pedals there. See that? But still, they've surpassed what the 12 gauge versions have done. Unbelievable. Shot number 10. And we got some pedal failures, but they still hold shot. And that's all that matters. After shot number 10, our mouths are crispy. And on one of them, we've got a lot of separation. See that? A lot of pedal separation. This one, not so much. Well, a little bit at the top. Not as deep as this guy. Very interesting. And look how big those holes have gotten. Oh, these things are almost as big and round as that bug-eyed, commie, freak, occasional Cortex. Shot 11, load 10. And we're getting a little bit of scorchage on top over there, but they still look good and they're holding shot and they're crimping pretty darn decent. Shot 12, load 11, and we're getting some increasingly bad looking crimps, but like we said before, if it holds shot, you can shoot it. I'm so impressed with these shells, these hulls. I can't believe it. 12. You saw what happened with the 12 gauge version of these guys. Psh, these things are phenomenal. Shot number 13, load number 12. And the crimps are still holding up, man. They're mashing, but they're holding. Holy cow. That was shot 13, load number 12. Look at that. Look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. Total hull failure. But after 13 shots, I can't believe it. Whew. They held up very, very well. Oh man, this one's still going. I think we're going to continue with this one just to see how long it'll last. 13 shots. This hull is toast. Shot 14. Load 13. Little crimp mouth issue. Holding shot. We'll see if this guy splits. Got to remember that top barrel is the back trigger. And our hull looks just fine, thank you. Shot 15. Load number 14. And look at that. That mouth don't look happy. But it's holding. Shot 16, load 15. After the 16th shot, our body is still intact, but our lips are trashed. Now they really look like Maxine Waters' face. Ooh, nasty. That's an insult to this hull. I can't believe how long these guys lasted. That's a testament to Winchester's quality with these hulls. I don't think they did it on purpose though. Because you saw what happened with the Winchester AA's. They split right along the base or right along the side over here. Who could tell? Nobody. You can't. That's why you got to go out and do these tests. That's why we go out and do these tests. Man, look at that. And I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could trim these off. Trim off the lips and then just use an overshot card and glue them in place if you're really that hard up. But these guys are everywhere. Universals are everywhere. Don't be fooled. They're not cheapies. They're a sleeping giant of hull reloading. God, hull quality. They're awesome. They're phenomenal. Phenomenal. That's all I can say. I'm not using the word amazing because I think that's a stupid word. Amazing. Wake up, millennials. Guys who watch the video, no disrespect, of course. But these are awesome hulls to reload. Value all the way, people. Wally World Special, stock up. That's all I can say. Now on to the public service announcement. You guys know we're under attack. Constant, daily attack. YouTube, Google, Facebook. They hate us. They hate Second Amendment. They hate self-reliance. They throttle our searches and our channels so you can't see. How do I know? Because they give you the analytics. Our subscriber base grows exponentially, yet our views grow exponentially also. You can't find what you're looking for. What is that all about? They don't like us. They don't want us. We got other platforms. Check the description below to see where we are. If our channel accidentally gets removed, which like they did with a couple of other YouTube gun channels, you know where to find us. We'll be in touch. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, send them on down. Till next time, people.